Good morning, good Monday morning, and we're live. So, we'd like to start this time by talking about something that's affected the entertainment community globally, and that is the passing of the iconic, the phenomenal Mr. Clarence Avant. Um, he was a mogul. If you know the anything about the industry, you know anything about what he provided to the industry, what he did. I mean, politicians consulted him, uh, Bill Clinton, Barack Obama, um, and I'm sure there were many more. And he had his hands in everything. I mean, he, like as they say in the documentary, he was there and he wasn't there. Mr. Clarence Avant passed away peacefully at his home yesterday in Los Angeles. Um, and he was preceded in his passing by his wife, a very untimely death, as we know. And it was incredible. If you've never heard of this man, I guess it was that was the way he wanted it. They did a documentary, I think a couple of years ago, on his life called The Black Godfather. And can we roll that? Can we roll that? That's it, that clip. Let's take a look.
His name kept coming up.
Who is this guy that I keep hearing about?
He wasn't there, but he was right there.
The record business, Hollywood.
Civil rights, anything that had to do with the rights of people.
That told you everything you needed to know about him.
He was fearless, man. Absolutely fearless.
We needed to know him because he was the gatekeeper.
He knew everyone.
Everybody.
Oh man, he was too fly.
One day after another, he became a powerhouse.
There's the power that needs the spotlight, but there's also the power behind the scenes.
The guy's a rock in every way.
Agent, manager,
Orchestrator.
This mysterious figure everybody respected.
You only find one of those people.
I'm like, how was this guy doing it?
Sometimes I say to myself, how in the did I get involved with all this? I don't let nothing get in my way about anything that I want to do.
Clarence was an African-American man in Hollywood, defying what Hollywood was supposed to be.
Black people are going to move forward. No matter what business he was in, he never wavered from his purpose.
Seeing that things were fair.
He said, would you like any help putting MCA into the black music business? I said, yes. He says, well, that's good, because I'm going to tell you what to do anyway.
I would hear about people that were in very serious situations when it came to life. And they would say, the only person that can help you with this is Clarence Avant.
Clarence is the bridge from a time where there was no opportunity to a time where doors began to open.
My brother! He understands the bigger that we are together, the bigger we will be as a culture. He told me,
Henry Aaron would not be Henry Aaron if not for Clarence Avant.
That I ought not to let you just walk on me.
The message that I received from Clarence was just think about those kids that's looking up to me.
If it feels it's good getting used, just keep on.
The person that's responsible for your transition, that's the key to changing your life.
Till you use me up.
He became that mentor for us all. He became that godfather.
Until you use me up.
Remember the first time someone ever said, you're the godfather?
Well, people call me that. People can call me anything. People have called me a son of a bitch, so what?
Use me up.
He will be sorely missed. Mr. Avant touched industries. There is a story, and you've got to watch The Black Godfather on Netflix. There's a story of when there was an issue with Michael Jackson. I guess Michael had performed for Pepsi, and he was under contract from Arista or something like that. He also was under contract from Universal, and so everybody was lawyered up, and it was like probably 20 lawyers in there, and it was Clarence Avant. And so one guy came into the room and he said, okay, I see the lawyers for Arista Records. I see the lawyers for Universal. I see the lawyers for Pepsi. And he named all these different companies. He said, but who's he for here? Who's he here for? And the guy said, he's here to make sure everybody gets a fair deal. So Clarence Avant was that person where the entertainers, the companies, the conglomerates, everybody respected his decision. And I can't even say that's rare. I would say that's one in a billion. I mean, who has that kind of fairness, that kind of gravitas in the industry these days? And, I actually got to meet him back in, I think it was 2017 to 2019. We were doing a benefit event in Los Angeles for the Ebony Fashion Fair models. It's for an event called Flair, which was a collection of fashion fair models that would get together and they would do things for charity. And we're actually the broadcast network for that event. And Mr. Avant's wife, who had preceded him, of course, in death, tragically, she was down there because she was a former Ebony Fashion Fair model. So I had seen the documentary and I was like, oh my God, he's here. I want to go introduce myself to him. So I went over there and just being very plain Gaussian, I said, oh, Mr. Vaughn. I walked in and this big black dude was like, yo, yo, yo. I said, no, sir, come here, Mr. Vaughn. And I just kind of moved his hand to the side. He was like, and Mr. Vaughn was like, how you doing? So we talked for a minute and I introduced myself. And we had a mutual friend, Shaki Abdul, who actually was kind of mentored under him years ago. And I introduced and he said, yeah, tell him I said hi. And, we talked about, the business and, asked him for any advice. And he kind of gave me a few tips, which I'll keep close to my breast there. But it was great, that brief interaction, but you could tell people that move with such influence and power don't need to let you know they have it. You just know. You know what I'm saying? You just know when they walk into a room, sometimes silence speaks the loudest. But it was great, very soft spoken, very great. It was really great for that brief interaction. I got to meet Mr. Avant. It was incredible. And the advice that was given. So we just like to say our heart goes out to his family at this time and to the world because, as they say, the world is a lesser place without him in it. So you guys have a great day. This has been the Insight Report, and we look forward to talking with you further about things we've got coming up on the Allstage Plus Television Network. We've got some phenomenal things we're about to launch. I can't really tell you yet, but they're phenomenal, and we're really excited, and you guys are going to be excited too. I think you're going to love it. So, until next time, stay cool, stay safe, love yourself, love each other, and we'll see you next time.